Hey, what's happening? It's Nick from Lone Star Boot Reviews, and today we're going to be taking a look at a pair from Quincy Boots. So before we get started, I want to go ahead and disclose to everybody that these boots were sent directly to me from Quincy for the purpose of this review. Now, Quincy Boots is a brand that has been around about 5 years, and I believe they operate out of California, but their boots are handcrafted in León, Mexico. Honestly, up until about a week ago, I didn't know much about this brand, so I'm pretty excited to take a look at what they sent me because it's, you know, a new experience for me. So I clicked around on the internet a little bit, and what I found is that these boots are available at yeehawcowboy.com and vaqueroboots.com, as well as a few other sites out there. I'll put those links down in the description. They typically retail for about $170, and I'm noticing here on the box that they sent the boots in. It is labeled Potro Rebelde boots, so I'm assuming that that's probably a parent company for Quincy, and it came out of Paramount, California. So with all that out of the way, why don't we go ahead and take a look at them. Now, I have not seen these. I really don't have any idea what it is that they're sending me. Okay, it's a cool looking box, red with their logo in black. It says Quincy Boots, the real American boot. So, all right, you guys ready? Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Alright, so first impression is it's kind of a cool looking boot. It's a not a rough out, but it's not suede either. It's more kind of a distressed leather feel to it. It looks pretty nice. You can see here it's a square toe, but it's not the ultra wide square toe. So that's kind of cool. I don't have a boot with that toe shape on it, so I'm pleased with that. It's you know, obviously it's a double stitch Goodyear welt. It's a 3/4 welt, and it's got brass nails in it. It's got brass nails holding the heel cap on as well. Stitching on the welt looks really nice. This is like a nubuck is what this is. It's a nubuck leather, and I don't have any nubucks, so that's pretty cool. I like the design on the toe flower. It's simple, but it's kind of like a gold, maybe kind of a copper color thread. It looks good against that brown nubuck. The boot top is leather with a nice stitching pattern in it, and I like how they did this little overlay here with the nubuck and their name on it. And it's a nice feeling leather. It's very soft, but it has it stands up no problem. It's not floppy at all. It's leather lined with a nice feeling leather. And then the The seam running down the middle is covered up with some red cloth, which is kind of a nice touch. You know, rather than having a big, thick, exposed seam there. It's kind of nice. It's stamped Quincy Boots, the real American boot on the inside. It has a removable insole. Now this is one thing that they're really proud of, is this insole. It's a full gel insole. And got a couple threads hanging off of it. What they told me was that this is not easy to do in a cowboy boot, to make a full gel insole, and that's why they're one of the few brands, they said, that actually make a full gel insole in their boots, except for some brands that are overseas. So I'm not exactly sure what makes that a difficult process to put a gel insole in a boot, but according to them, they're one of the few companies not overseas that is doing that. And I have no reason not to believe that. All the ones that I have seen are either foam or foam with just a couple of pieces of gel in them. So, you know, if you like gel insoles, that's a good deal. The sole looks very nice on this. Let's see. It's leather lined all the way through, so that's good. That's a really nice touch. This sole, I mean, it's stamped deep. There was some, it feels like a quality sole. It's very stiff and hard, which makes me think it's gonna last a long time. And from what I'm told, they take pride in their soles, on the quality of leather they use for them, as well as the craftsmanship. And I mean, it looks really nice. Let me make sure the other one looks as good. So this one's got a little tag here hanging off of it. I mean, on first impression, without trying it on, it looks like a decent boot. I mean, it looks nice. Especially in that price range. The nubuck is, it's nice and soft, it's not stiff. And I really like the color. I noticed on Yeehaw Cowboy that several of the ones that they carry are exotic print. And so I'm happy that they didn't send me an exotic print, just because that's not really my thing. I will say the ones that I saw though looked, I mean, it was a good looking print. It wasn't, you know, obviously fake or anything. They looked nice. All right, well, what do you say we try these on? All right, well, there's only one thing left to do, and that's put them on and see what they feel like. Maybe a little bit big for me. I might need to wear 2 pairs of socks with these. But they feel good. Those insoles feel nice. They really do, and they look good. And you know, they don't feel as big as what I thought. I think they'll break in to fit me pretty well, actually. And they look good. I mean, I like the way these look. I'm honestly pretty impressed. They feel very comfortable. Only thing I am concerned about is if that insole is going to hold up. I mean, first I thought they were too big, but now I'm not so sure. I think they fit pretty good. They're slipping just the right amount. Yeah. And with this pair, I'm pretty impressed, guys. For a nubuck boot, it looks good and it's very comfortable. I don't know, you know, obviously I can't speak to the durability yet, but from everything I see, there's nothing that leads me to believe that this, you know, wouldn't be a fairly long-lasting boot. Like I said, my one concern, and that's with any boots that have an insole in it, is whether or not that insole is gonna stand the test of time, or if it's gonna be something that needs to be replaced often. Okay, so a couple of things I wanted to point out. When I pulled this boot off, it's got a stamp on the inside here, if you can see that, and it's listing the materials. And so this lining in the shaft is actually a pig hide. It's not calf leather or cowhide. So, you know, I would prefer to see it cowhide, but it's probably better than having a cloth lining, in my opinion. And then when I took a second look at this insole, you know, it was a comfortable insole wearing it. Sorry, it's got some sock lint on it for me, but if you can see that, I mean, the way it's cut out, I don't know. I mean, it doesn't look like something you would get from Ariat as far as their insoles are. It looks almost like this was trimmed to fit this boot, which it may very well have been. Maybe that's what it is they have a standard like wide square toe insole or round one and then trim these to fit this toe style. But it doesn't really scream high quality manufacturing to me. Now, that being said, it was comfortable, and in the few minutes I walked around in it, I didn't have any issue with it, but it's just something I wanted to point out. So, what are my final thoughts? You know, I think it's a nice looking boot. You know, again, it's one of those, it's not a Lucchese, but it's not trying to be. For, you know, boots that fit in this category to me, which is, you know, kind of on the lower end of the price range for new boots, I think this one's pretty good. If that's the way you're gonna go, if you're gonna be looking in that price range for new boots, then I think this is one of the better ones I've seen. But you know, does that mean I like it better than a lot of other brands? No, not really. I mean, it kind of is what it is. For $170, if that's what they're gonna price them at, I think you could probably find something a little nicer for that money. If it was 120, 130, that's where I would put this boot at. And then I think you were getting a good deal. And the 170, I think, is probably just the MSRP, because when I went on Yeehaw Cowboy, they were more like in the 130, 140 range, and I think that's a little more appropriate for this boot. So, another thing, it doesn't have the intoxicating leather smell. It has more of, it smells like a glue, but it's not horrid like those Alpha Western wear boots. It's nothing like that. This is fine, you know, it's just not the intoxicating leather smell. So, you know, I think it's a decent buy if you're getting it at $130. It looks nice, it was comfortable, the insole was comfortable, and I like the styling of it. But, you know, it doesn't feel like a really high-end boot. you know, and you wouldn't expect it to for the price that it's at. So, you know, I'm gonna wear it around. I like it enough that I'm gonna keep it and wear it, and you know, maybe down the line I'll revisit this and do an update video and let you know. But as of right now, I think it's a pretty good boot. Anyways, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Take it easy.